starring as Penelope Pitstop, the reporter, and this is my partner, Grace. She's going to be the water expert. And so,
I guess we'll
yes.
Oh, and we'll take all questions at the end.
Okay.
We're starting live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, and welcome to FWS TV, also known as Freshwater Shortages Television. My name is Penelope Pitstop, and here on FWS TV, I'm going to be talking to a water expert who's lived in Africa for 10 years. He has a PhD in water sciences, and he is a specialist who works for Water is Basic. I give you Timothy McBryerson V.
Hello there, hi everybody. How are y'all? Oh, thank you, Miss Pitstop.
You are so welcome, darling. Now, let's get back to the show. First, I'm going to start with a few questions from our viewers. We have Shakalaka Bing Bang from Nebraska, and he asked, what is it like not being able to get clean, fresh drinking water easily?
Well, it's very tough. You're hot and you're thirsty, and you don't know if you're going to have enough water for the day, you're going to get sick, and stuff like this. It just makes it very hard to live with.
Well, that's just horrible. Marco Polo from Montana asked, what does the dirty water taste like?
Well, it really depends on where you get it from. The weather can affect the taste also. For example, let's say you get it from a place where there's lots of waterways and oceans and stuff all over the place. Your water would probably taste more salty or fishy. But let's say you get your water from a place where there's more dirt or sand. Your water would probably look and taste more like dirt or sand.
So, and this is the water that we have, so if you look at these in comparison, there's a very big difference. And so, our next question is Jimmy Joe from Iowa, and he asked, why is there not enough clean water?
Well, there really is enough clean water for everybody. In fact, 97.5% of Earth's water is salt water. So that only leaves 2.5% of Earth's water, fresh water. But the thing is, we have more money to build water treatment plants than people in developing countries do. So, let's say,
anyways, so our next question is George from Utah, and he asked, how does the dirty water become clean and the clean water become dirty?
well, the dirty water becomes clean by water treatment plants or just natural cleaners. And the clean water becomes dirty by a number of reasons. One is water pollution. When there's oil spills, or people just throw trash into the water, or something like this. And another reason is its surroundings. For example, let's take a river. It gets dirty from the things that's in it, like rocks and dirt and sand, and even sometimes animal waste. But an ocean is dirty from, as I said, water pollution or animal waste. But the main factor is salt, the salt that it has in it. And it's really hard to clean salt. It's very expensive and not easy.
Yes, and then our next question, we have Jerky Hill from Wisconsin, and she asked, how does the dirty water affect your health?
Well, most dirty water can make you sick. While some can be deadly, others just leave you in deep pain. For example, let's take when you're swimming in the ocean, you're swimming, and you're having a good time, and then you might swallow a little bit of salt water, and it tastes horrible. Well, this is because we don't have as many things called antibodies built up to fight off these germs. And the people that do have lots of water to drink like this, most of the time that's what they get, they do have a lot of antibodies built up. So when it makes them sick, you can tell them it is very bad.
schistosomiasis. Isn't it a disease in your organs, like your stomach, caused by feces-contaminated river snails?
Yes, very good. In fact, it is.
Okay, well next we have Anonymous. She asked, or he asked, what is this pump I'm always hearing about?
A pump is a device located on the ground in an area where they need more fresh water to drink. It most of the time would look like this, but if you did have a lot of money donated, it sometimes would look like this, and this is a nicer pump. And it's used to get water from under the ground, and to work it, you simply just push up and down on the lever in the front, and water comes up, or in the back, and water comes out the front.
Yes, and then I had a question. I was wondering, how do you help the people in third world countries who don't have enough clean water?
My favorite question. Thank you. The best way to help until there is a cheap and easy way to clean salt water is to build or drill more pumps. And if you can't just go out and build a pump, then you could donate to an organization. One that is very good is Water is Basic. And there, they take money from their church and go to Sudan and build more pumps. Another organization that I love, that's awesome, terrific, and everything, is Water Aid. They come to schools like this one, and they collect money from us, and even like $2 a dollar. And they go to the place that's needing the pump most at the time, and they pay a building company to go and build a pump there.
Okay, now if any of our viewers here have any questions, please raise your hand and I'll answer. Yes?
Don't the animals die from the... Yeah, that's some of the reasons why they're endangered animals, because of the water pollution that they drink.
Yes.
Or the dirty water that they drink.
If they drink the dirty water, then they'll most likely get sick. So, yes?
What's typhoid fever?
Typhoid fever is from like, well, a fever is when you're like really hot or you're really cold.
It's a type of disease that you get from the water, and it makes you like really sleepy, and sometimes you get sick, and it often spreads very quickly between your family.
So mainly because it's like a fever, you get really hot and like you get a headache and things like that.
Very tired.
That's what typhoid fever is. Any more questions? Yes?
Is typhoid fever deadly? Yes.
It can be, yes. And then, any more questions? Okay. Oh, yes.
Which one was like there was a fever and then there was one that like you heard about and there was another one.
Oh, it was
trachoma.
trachoma. And it's basically like schistosomiasis, but it's not as
Deadly.
deadly.
Yeah, because schistosomiasis is more deadly than trachoma. Yes?
What schistosomiasis?
Masis?
Yes.
Yes, that is a disease that you would get in your organs, like your stomach and things like that. We'll learn about your organs next year. And so, and then it's caused from like feces-contaminated river snails, which means the snails have
They're
feces.
scientists, you can tell them, they can handle it. Right?
Okay, well, they have feces in them, and then they eat them, kind of. Or if they're, since they're river snails, they live in the river, so they get the feces in the water, and then somebody would drink it, and they'd get sick. Any more questions?